Now, y'all know as well as I do that you cannot get something at the store that's going to be as good as homemade. So why don't we just go ahead and do that up right now? First, we're going to start with some sugar, all right? We're going to put a cup of white and a cup of brown in the same bowl. We're going to stir this up to make sure that we got all the sweet stuff real good and commingled before we get going with the spicy bit. We get a little ground cinnamon in there. Then we're going to do some allspice. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there as well. Little clove action because 'tis the season. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving as well as the Christmas holidays. So we're going to go ahead and put all this together. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg as well. And then we're going to blend it up again. Now, a lot of y'all are probably hollering right now, like, now, why in the world didn't you just put everything in there together at one time? Well, because I'm the one behind the camera. That's all. We're going to mix up the sweet, then we're going to mix up the spice just to make sure it all comes together exactly the way we want it. Next up, we're going to use a little store-bought batter. I went ahead and put pizza dough batter into the bowl to let it rise for a minute. Then we're going to spray it around real good with our anti-stick spray. That way, whenever we're getting it into the shape that we want, it's not going to stick as easily. What you want to do is get this all ready, is pull it out into a rectangular shape, almost about the size of a cookie sheet, okay? So you're going to go ahead and mash that flat. If you get any kind of tears or any kind of things like that, they're real easy to fix. Then we're going to very generously and evenly distribute that sugar spice mixture all over this beautiful batter, okay? Then we're going to use our wax paper to go ahead and pull up one side so we can roll it nice and tightly. Roll as evenly as possible. You don't want a fat end and a skinny middle, know what I mean? Then we're going to go ahead and get this situated to cut them up. And then what we're going to do is just go ahead and put them in that pan that we just blasted with our pan. Easy peasy. Little bit of movie magic to make sure we don't waste anybody's time. Then what we're going to do is put our dip in there in the middle. We're going to use half a stick of butter, a little bit more of that spice mixture as well, and then we're going to sprinkle the rest of these rolls with the same spice mixture before we put it into the oven. We've got the oven set to 400 degrees. We're going to keep those in there for about 25 minutes. Now look at that, how gorgeous. Oh my word, yes. We're going to add just a little bit of cornstarch, a teaspoon of that in there, and zhuzh it around just a touch, okay? Just to make sure we get a little thickening in there because we don't want it to be just absolutely liquid. Eat up, y'all. Woo! Yes, please.